Small field, first for the day. Limited crowd participation, but at least some are back, and they're off and they're racing. First of 9. Utgard Loki broke the line first over I'm a Love Man and Nawadaroo, Touch of Silver. Easing back behind them soon after the start, Volkswagen Frank and Yule had no hesitations in dropping Freeze 'em Off out to be a conspicuous last as they just hacked their way up through the first couple of hundred and approached the judges' box and winning post. I'm a Love Man down on the inside, kicking through for Bullet Staples. Leads by a neck. Running second is Nawadaroo. Then 2 lengths to Utgard Loki. Got into that ideal trail. Third on the outside of the grey, Touch of Silver. A bit more than a length behind those then when they'd left the home straight is Volkswagen Frank. And back at the tail of the field, Freeze 'em Off. Only about 5 lengths from the leader, but they're just going along at a jog trot as they race past the 1400, taking them to the back straight. I'm a Love Man with the tears pricked up in front, having a good stargaze. Leads by a length, travelling in second placing, Nawadaroo. And then Touch of Silver down on the inside with no moves afoot. Over on the outside, Warwick had Utgard Loki travelling sweetly there, running fourth at the 1200 post. A length and a half behind those to Volkswagen Frank. And Yule is back there riding a very quiet race here on the Frost Giant mare, Freeze 'em Off, who of course beat a very similar field when they'd last clashed. They've got 1,000 to go in the first at Belmont Park, and it's I'm a Love Man that leads the way. I'm a Love Man by 1. Nawadaroo second, still no change. A carbon copy in transit. Touch of Silver at the 800 third. It's enjoyed a cosy run down on the inside. They'll have to get moving pretty shortly, you'd think, from Utgard Loki fourth, who's going to track at stablemate. And in turn, the other of the Warwick trio is on her back, coming to the home corner, Volkswagen Frank. And Yule sitting back off them with Freeze 'em Off. It's really turning to a sprint coming into the corner. Nawadaroo nearing the 400, levelled up on the outside of I'm a Love Man. Might have put pay to it quickly. And then Utgard Loki cruising up to them on the outside. Utgard Loki comes at Nawadaroo, followed further back by Freeze 'em Off, starting to wind up down the outside, being asked the big question. Utgard Loki's in front from Nawadaroo. Freeze 'em Off keeps coming on the outside, however. It's Freeze 'em Off and Utgard Loki and Nawadaroo. Nawadaroo, Utgard Loki, Freeze 'em Off. Freeze 'em Off dived at them. Freeze 'em Off. Freeze 'em Off on the outside, got them in the last stride. Freeze 'em Off, cool, patient ride here by Yule to get it home from Utgard Loki, Nawadaroo. And behind them then, close up, Touch of Silver, Volkswagen Frank. The roughie tailed off, I'm a Love Man. Number 3 held a nerve, really held a nerve on Freeze 'em Off. Nawadaroo, Utgard Loki will fight out second place. Freeze 'em Off, though, it was a cool and a calculated ride, awfully calculated ride there because of the pace. They'd done nothing at all, and it was always going to be a rabid sprint home. But Kira clearly has the confidence in Freeze 'em Off's ability to be able to sprint, and she did grab them right in the last little bit. Timely ride, to say the least, but those that might have backed Freeze 'em Off would have been urging, get into Freeze 'em Off and make sure that she gets the job done. Well, she did it perfectly, really, at the end of it all. Second and third placings are to come to hand between Nawadaroo, Chris Parnham, who fought back, dug in. Utgard Loki just peaked up again at the end of the 2,200 metres, and Volkswagen Frank was behind those with Touch of Silver. Freeze 'em Off is by Frost Giant, and out of Keep 'em Off, prepared by Graham Hammerquist, whose forays down from the Midwest in recent times have been very profitable. They had a good day once more at Geraldton yesterday for the last meeting up there in the Midwest, and Kira Yule continues her fine form in 2019-20. And that's Freeze 'em Off's 10th win from 27 starts. Number 3 first. 4 is kicked on the rail, Nawadaroo, Chris Parnham ahead of number 2, Utgard Loki, Lucy Warwick, and 6 Volkswagen Frank. So Freeze 'em Off first, and then the Warwick train trio, 4, 2, 6 behind those. Touch of Silver was 5th. 6th, I'm a Love Man. A long head and nose with the margins. Long head by a nose. Time is 2:22.16, 35.87. The sectional, 35.87. So a great win here for the connections. MC Anakin, B Franklin, M Griffiths, M Jaber, J Jaworski, C Mathis, J McGill, A McTaggart, Also Madame's Perkins and Wood, impressive racing. Northern Thoroughbreds as well, and the Shepherd Group, all enjoying amongst the success of this Frost Giant mare, bred out of the Keeper broodmare, and Keep 'em Off, Freeze 'em Off, putting together another win. That's 4 from her last 5. Race 2, the Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Maiden next. Number 7, Alien from Mars, the scratching here out of the second for the day. As we take you down now to the enclosure after this victory, it's been a pretty good 24 hours once again for the Hammerquist team, based up there in the Midwest, but they've certainly not been fearful of coming to the metropolitan area over the last month and a half with their team and having a real go.
Absolutely, Darren. The team is absolutely flying in Geraldton, but proving that they can bring a mare like Freeze 'em Off to town and have great success. Graham's still taking care of things in Geraldton, so I have his brother Don Hammerquist with me, and owner as well. Gee, you must be proud of this mare and the campaign that she's had.
Absolutely, and we sort of set her for the Geraldton Cup and came off with the bickies, and we thought, well, while she was going red hot, we'll keep her coming down there, and we were looking for the 2200 type metre races. Run third in that 2100, the Eurythmic, and then stepped up to the plate in the 22s. Yeah, so happy.
Obviously, that Geraldton Cup it was restricted because of the COVID restrictions in terms of travel. Did you have any doubts about her taking on the city class horses and coming here, or with what she's shown is that she can absolutely take care of them?
Yeah, look. The travel's always an issue when you come from regional areas and that, but bringing her down and giving her a little break and then bringing her in here on the day was worked really, really well. Yeah.
From barrier 1 today, was the plan always just to fall out the back?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. That's her best posse back in the field. Not much pace on today, which. Yeah, made her work at the end, sort of thing. I think from the previous win where there was a bit more pace on and whatnot that really suits her. But anyway, our champion Little Jock got the job done.
And isn't she riding in super form at the moment? What were you thinking rounding for home?
What was I thinking?
Yeah, did you think she's got it?
No, I was still confident then, yeah, coming from behind. I know that Kira did have to do some work, but that was a situation of how the race was run. But no, we were still pretty confident all the way up the straight, yeah.
Well, congratulations on the win. She's in fine form at the moment. Freeze 'em Off, well done.
Thanks, cheers.
Don Hammerquist there, and now Scott, we'll grab Kira Yule, who's jumping in, and first time we're being able to have a chat with the jockeys, and well, they'll just get a photo with Sharon for breast and race picks, and then we'll have a word with Kira because she has been in fine form, and we've missed the opportunity of talking to you all this time, Kira, all these winners. How were you feeling today in the run when the tempo was slow?
Yeah, look, the race went to plan for where I was going to sit. That's sort of what I had in my head straight away. Would have been nice to go a little bit quicker. She does like the speed on a little bit, but it was a bit iffy at the 700 when I go to the fence and try and push them out. But I thought, no, don't panic. I know the horse pretty well, and she finished off so well the other day, so yeah, it all went to plan in the end, really.
The way she loomed up, did you feel like she was going to win by more at some stage of the straight?
Yeah, well, look, she didn't loom up quite as good as she did last week. She just didn't show the kick that she did last week. She misbehaved a little bit more than what she did last week, which she does every start, but she's a little bit more on her toes, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's nearly ready for the paddock. I'll leave that to Graham, and he does a great job with the horse and knows the horse really well, so. But yeah, she's done a fantastic job this prep, so whether she stays or goes, she deserves everything she gets.
Well, she has had a wonderful campaign, and you've had a great association with Graham Hammerquist and her as well. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Kira Yule, after the victory of Freeze 'em Off, patient ride out the back and just runs over the top of them in the concluding stages.